Welcome friends, welcome to our channel Learning and Development. On this particular channel, we are posting learning related to applied psychology, the various tools, techniques and principles which you can apply for your self-improvement. So if you have not subscribed the channel, I request you to kindly subscribe the channel so that you don't miss any particular video series. So let us start today's session. Today's topic I have taken is on self-conflict. Very, very interesting and important topic in the concept of understanding self. So let us get into this. As of now, we are aware about conflict. So conflict happens when there is two opposing viewpoints between the two persons are there. But here, when we are talking about self conflict, it is something to do with within ourselves. Sometimes we call it as a mental conflict or inner conflict. So let us understand what exactly is self conflict and why it is important for us to know it and to resolve it. So basically, when we talk about self conflict, what exactly is happening is this: you want to do something, but another part of you is saying no. What does it mean? You would have definitely experienced this throughout your life in any of the dimensions you can correlate. Whether you're a student or whether you're a working employee, you will be able to correlate that you experience such situations. I'll be taking certain examples to understand this better. So basically, self conflict is when you are battling with yourself. So there's lot of things happening. There's a lot of viewpoints, a lot of belief systems getting conflicted. So this is what exactly happens. Let us understand in a better manner. Let us take one example. So suppose you are getting late for a meeting and you are having your breakfast. Now you don't have a time to eat because you are already getting late for the office or for the meeting. Now what you will do, there will be a thought in your mind, or else there will be some kind of a feeling. So what you are doing is you are experiencing some kind of a discomfort situation, which is nothing but you are experiencing a thought which is not align, which is not allowing you to be happy. It is causing some kind of a stress, a demand, or you are experiencing some kind of a feeling of frustration, or could be an anger, or some xyz feeling which you only know. You will not be able to put into words. So now what is happening? So now what you are happening is you are conflicted with your need to eat versus the need to do your job. Now let us understand here. So as a bodily need, we need to eat because you are feeling hungry. You need to take care of your body also. And on the second part, you are getting late. So this is one of the simple example to understand what conflict is basically about. And there is no third party involved. It is your own thought process and perceptions involved. So when you have two contradicting belief systems, or the values or thoughts and feelings don't match, I mean, there is some kind of a mismatch within yourself that results in self conflict. Now let us take up some more examples to understand this self conflict. Suppose you are driving a car and you are getting late for the office, so that could be one of the reason you are driving the car very fast. Now here the need is you need to reach office early, but on the other hand you are having a conflict about your safety, because it is causing, that driving fast is dangerous for my safety. But still, now you have to choose between this. So should you choose your safety, or are you going to attend your job or the meeting? So there is some kind of a conflict which is happening, and due to this there is some kind of a thought process happening or a feeling which is happening, which is making you discomfortable throughout the path. When you are driving constantly, there is some kind of anxiety or a stress or xyz kind of a feeling you are experiencing, which is not comfortable, a kind of discomfort feeling. Second example we can understand is there are two important events at the same time. Now you have a family event as well as a friend event. Suppose you are supposed to go to your very close friend's birthday party or maybe marriage party. Suddenly your parents give you information that today during the same time you have to go for a family get together that is also very important. Now there is a conflict. Now what you will do, how do we go about it? So I mean, this is what you have to do. So there are some people who generally experience this conflict, because even if they are going for the friends party, they'll be more bothering about the family gathering, or else even they have gone for the family bothering, still the thought of missing the friend party is there in mind. So this is called a conflict. Now let us take up another example. Suppose you take up a job role for maybe for your financial constraint, or you're forced to do something for some reasons, but you're not interested in that profile, that role. So there will be a conflict within you which will arise. Punishing children is one of such conflict which you would have experienced. You love them, but what happens is you have to punish them. Then you feel, some kind of a feeling and thought comes, why I did that, and all those things may come. So that is a kind of self conflict you are experiencing. So basically it is a mismatch between your actions and the values. I've taken a detailed video on value systems and all. That is very very core concept, so please look at that video, and you will understand the concept of values much better. Because in order to understand this conflict, you should also have a clear idea about the values and our core values. Now, why this self conflict? Why it is important for us to know it? When a person's actions do not align with how they view themselves, then there's something called self conflict. So what do you mean by view themselves? I have also covered a detailed concept on self concept. That is, what is our definition, how we think we are. So non congruence occur when our self concept is not aligned with the reality. You can refer to the detailed video, you will get a complete clarity on self concept. And if you want to make it congruent, you have to align your self concept with the reality. And there are methods, ways which I have been discussing, I have discussed in that particular video. So why do you experience this self conflict? That is what I'm discussing now. Because your actions do not align with the view, and there is a non congruence between your self concept and the reality. And the most important is there's a strong mismatch between your thoughts and your feelings. Like you're thinking something but you're not feeling good about it, or you're feeling good about it, but your thought process is saying no, it is not good. Generally it happens when the morality and other issues are also involved. So you can correlate with your various aspects in your life, and previous few examples which I've taken to just make this concept clear. This is a very complex concept, and generally when we as a counseling psychologist we come out with this, so a lot of time it is more effective. Generally there's a lot of self conflict which has to be resolved, and then it is very effective therapy. Now what to do? The question arises is, okay, fine. So how to go about it, what to do, what we can do is, so in this case, very very interesting and important, prevention is better than cure, please understand. So at the first stage, make your personality in such a manner that you don't experience self conflict, or even if you're experiencing a self conflict, it is not at the frequency is not high, or the intensity is not high. That should be there at least. So prevention is better than cure in this scenario. And adjustment refer to the behavioral process of balancing conflicts need, that is internal changes. So lot of internal adjustment, internal changes you have to do, self awareness, and lot of work has to be done on self. I've been talking about this in the whole, because there's something called I'll be also taking up the development theories, and also you will understand better. There is something called psychosocial development, wherein psycho means self and social means interacting with other persons. So there's a lot of changes happening, and the whole personality is getting shaped up. So the other people, you cannot do anything, the outside agencies much cannot be done. So let us do a lot of work on ourself. At least the half part of it, the half part of our personality is in mostly in our hand. I mean, that is what we can think, and let us start working on that, which actually we can bring some difference. And align your self concept to the reality. That is the next thing you can do. Improve your self esteem. I have also taken a detailed video on self esteem. Please go through that. You will have a clear understanding and idea about self esteem and how to improve it. Also, you can improve your self confidence. A detailed video is there. I'll be mentioning the link in the description below, so that you will understand the whole concept. Because the key for a happiness is avoid these conflicts, avoid this self conflicts. If you're not experiencing this self conflicts, then you going smooth, you're going happily, absolutely no issues. And this is the first stage. Prevention is better than cure. Suppose in spite of all these, precautions you're taking and you're developing your personality in a better manner, still you come across that you started experiencing the self conflict. So the second thing what you can do is resolving it. You can resolve the self conflict at your level. Number one, identification of personal core values is important to avoid conflict in mind. Very, very important and interesting concept. You need to identify your core values. I have also discussed in one of my video on the values. Please go through it. You will get a complete understanding of how the values are influencing our behavior. So to identify this self conflict, you need to work on your values. Second point, your thoughts and actions need to be aligned as per your core values. Now, what happens is generally we experience a lot of mismatch between this. I have discussed in detail. You can also refer those videos on understanding behavior. I mean, these are all very basic concepts of all. You need to understand all this perception, the self schema, self image. Once you have a clear understanding of very few basic terms, you will be able to understand yourself better and start working on you. So the first thing to start working on you is to have a lot of idea about yourself, have a clear understanding of all these basic concepts, and then you can start practicing it. And the most important is practice decision taking. No, this is very, very important aspect, because the whole things comes when you are dependent. As you grow in the your childhood, as you become teenage, and then you get into adolescence, and you then become adult. During this whole process, even if you have not developed the habit of decision taking, now also you can start working on that. Take small small decisions, take your actions, start believing in yourself. Otherwise what will happen, you will lack confidence. See, either way it is correct. If you are taking some small decisions, and if they're going wrong, it's you're failing, it's an opportunity for you to learn. The area of improvement is known to you, and if you are able to achieve your goals by taking those small decisions, then yes, your confidence will be building up. So this is very, very important concept of self conflict. So what we have understood in totality is self conflict is this self conflict. First stage, you have to build up your personality in such a manner that you are avoiding this self conflict. Else, suppose even if you're experiencing the self conflict, don't drag it for the years together, because this leads to a lot of social issues and mental disorders. So try to resolve it at yourself, and don't take any harsh decision when you are turbulent stage. When you're having a lot of conflict, it means that your thought process, you're going intense thoughts and intense feelings. So that is not the time for taking actions. You can practice certain things, like you can have a small exercise of observing, sitting in the calm, relaxing, meditation and all. We have been knowing it has got a lot of value. Some breathing exercises also. I'll be taking a detailed video on meditation part, wherein we actually is related to the thought and the feeling, how you can keep it apart to an extent. And in the anger management also it works it out. So basically the whole idea is, this is the main culprit. The self conflict is the culprit for all our, most of the sufferings which we face is related to our self conflict. And the reasons for this self conflict I already have discussed. You can resolve some of them, and at the initial stages make your personality in such a manner that you don't experience these kind of things. And to conclude it, these are some of the key presentations which I was talking to you during this video. Core values, belief system, the schema, the mental images, the frameworks, self concept, self esteem, and the most important, self awareness, that is the inward journey. So these are some of the key presentations. You can also I have uploaded the videos on them. On belief systems I'll be making it. This is very important, because there is again concept called fear based and love based belief system. So that also I'll be discussing in detail, so that you will have a complete and clear understanding, and you can move ahead in your life, and you can do a lot of self improvement in your personality. So this hope this video is helpful for you, and you have understood some concepts and what exactly you have to do. So thank you so much. For any queries and suggestion, you can always reach at this particular number, or you can email me also. I will also be happy to answer to your comments in these videos. You can post up any specific comments, specific kind of self conflict you are going through. This is just an overview I have made. There's a lot of tools and techniques which can be practiced. But these are some of the basic concepts. You can actually go through the around 10 to 12 videos where I have made some basic concepts and fundamentals of the advanced general psychology. If you understand that, you will get a complete clarity of what exactly you have to do. It will give you, like, you will do a lot of inner journey. You are digging inside you to understand more about yourself. So the better you understand yourself, the good reflection you will give to society, and the good things you will be receiving back also. So I'll be taking up the higher concepts shortly, once these whole basic concepts are clear. So hope this video is useful for you. If you have not subscribed the channel, I request you kindly subscribe the channel for upcoming videos. Also, you can press notification bell so that you don't miss any particular series. And if you like the video, you can also share with your friends. Thank you so much.